Welcome. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing and component overview of Red Rising, the Collector's Edition. So down at the table, like I said, this is the Collector's Edition. So if you do get the retail, there is going to be some differences. And mainly those are just component quality and has nothing to do with the gameplay. So this is a game by Stonemaier Games, 40 to 60 minutes, 1 to 6 players, ages 14 and up. And you can see it comes with his typical solo or Automa factory. Take a look on the back. Designed by Jamie Stegmaier and Alexander Smith. Enter the futuristic universe of Red Rising based on the book series by Pierce Brown, featuring a dystopian society divided into 14 castes. You represent a house attempting to rise to power as you piece together an assortment of followers. Will you break the chains of the society or embrace the dominance of the golds? So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Right on top, we've got our rule book, which is usually, and this is the nice feeling paper used, similar to in Wingspan. So top quality. See, it's just 8 pages here. I'll show you how to watch a how to play video done by Stonemaier himself. Rules in another language. So going over setup, very nicely done there. Well illustrated. Gameplay, apparently you only have 2 actions in this game, leading or scouting. Anatomy of the cards, location bonuses, game end scoring, so very simple gameplay here. Then a separate rule book, 4 pages for the solo version to play, so you can expect to play through that coming soon. Going over the introduction, the anatomy of the solo cards, and the basics of setup and how the AI takes its turns. Got some extra baggies, some punch outs for our house cards, and by punch, almost a fallout. So take a look at each of these. So pretty good thickness on there. So House Apollo, special ability. Mars, Jupiter, Minerva, Diana, and Ceres. And like I said, this is based on books that I have not read. But Stonemaier has a reputation for some good games. So we've got our player board, assuming that's some of the artwork from the books. And then, of course, the end we'll be using with our 4 different sections, place for our cards, our fleet track, and influence tokens. Taking a closer look at that. And the tray is another one of the upgrades in this. So we've got our score pads, which is double-sided. So plenty of games worth there. Then we have a container for our helium tokens. So this lid will pop right off. And this is in the shape of Mars, I believe. And then we have our actual helium. So these are just nice red acrylic or plastic tokens. Our custom rising die. They have different abilities in the game. Then some card holders. So my Uber stacks are going to get a little jealous with these. So for each faction, they're going to have their own color, and you can slide cards in here. We'll take a closer look at those when we get the cards out. Then the rest of our components. Got a metal sovereign token. Of course, that's going to fit right back down in here. Then the heavy metal tokens. So these, I believe, are plastic in the retail version. We've got our first player token. Like I said, these are metal, have a little bit of weight to them. And then each house is going to have 10 influence tokens of their own color and their fleet ship. Here we've got Minerva's. Diana's. Mars, I believe that was Apollo's and Ceres. Just wanted to, they're a little bit darker than those. And Jupiter. And we've got a bunch of our main cards. And for our solo. All right, got all our components set out here. Everything's looking good. So for our cards, we do have player aids, one for each color, and they are all the same text on everything. So you can see we go over turn overviews and iconology on one side, and then setup, end of game on the other. And then we can, of course, put those in our card holders, and they do hold more than one in just a spot and pretty sturdy. I mean, you don't want to push them too hard, but they've got a little play on them, so not bad at all. We'll just toss these out. And of course, the bulk of the game is going to be with the character cards. And this is another thing from the collector's edition. The gold, I don't know if they're going to show up real well, but it's a nice golden inlay on the side of those. But like I said, in the retail version, it's going to be the same card other than that. So our cards are going to have a name, their color, and usually some text. So these are all gold elites. They're going to have their core value up here, which is basically in-game scoring, a deploy ability, and then more bonus in-game scoring. So you can see here, 15 points if with Octavia. So I'm sure that's going to be another character. So we'll take a quick look at these. And I'm assuming these are named characters in the books and maybe a few others. So there's Octavia. So she's 15 points at the end of the game, plus another 15 if you end the game with that in your hand. Minus 30 if you don't have either the Sovereign Token or Lysander. So you can see there's positive and negative effects on these cards. And then on the side, they're also telling you, like here, that's a quick reference letting you know she gets bonus points for being with this at the end of the game. And some of these have X's on it, which means you don't want to be with them because you'll get negative points for those. So they've got some reminders on the side for you there. So great artwork and just good information on the cards to let you know what you're looking for in the game. Then another stack of our characters. I'll go through. So we got Violet, Artist, Coppers, Bureaucrats, Orange, Engineers, Obsidian, your Assassins, Red, your Laborers. So they've got everyone out by their groups. And just going through these real quickly to give you an idea. There's a lot of cards in this. So should be some good variability in how they pop out and how you play the game. But I won't know for sure until I actually get it to the table. So they're yellow, not gold. And our last stack of heroes. Got some silver, some white, pink companions, violet, musician, more yellow, copper bureaucrats, Quicksilver. It looks different. All right. The Ugly Dan. It's weird the things that pop out while you're flipping through cards. So that's all the multiplayer components. Now for solo play, we've got some reference cards going over the Automa turns. So empty the deck, reshuffle, draw cards, deploy, gain, and extras. And they're dual-sided for special characters, location selection, and special characters. Then we have an odd even, which is going to determine scoring, and then the final scoring. A Luna bonus card. Then we have 4 priority cards. Then the iconography for all the turns. So basically these are going to tell you where to develop, what they're going for, and I guess their priority. So to make a lot more sense, but it looks very simple. So hopefully I'll get a solo play in quickly for you. So that is everything in the collector's edition for Red Rising. As always, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.